This is a story about paper. Lots and lots of paper. Americans have been voting on paper for most of the country's history. But back in 2020, bizarre conspiracy theories about paper started to spread.
Is looking for bamboo-laced ballots.
Fraudulent ballots were unloaded from a South Korean plane
into Arizona, and it was stuffed into the box.
All of that led to this. 5 tons worth nearly $200,000 of supposedly fraud-proof ballot paper.
This is taxpayer dollars down the drain based on lies.
It's currently lying on the floor of this warehouse in Phoenix, and no one is quite sure what to do with it.
Had there ever been a problem with the paper before?
No one's ever questioned the paper.
And then what happened?
We get into 2020, there's rumors of bamboo in the paper and paper from China and a lot of different just stories that circulated. And so it just kind of went from there. And people started questioning it.
As you were seeing that play out, what were you thinking?
That it was nuts.
Enter David Stevens. He ordered the paper.
Paper itself, ballot paper. People have concerns about that.
There were concerns, yes.
And what were those concerns?
That people were making their own ballots and then interjecting them into the system. They were coming from foreign countries. Maybe we can make our paper more secure so we would know quicker or easier if it really is a valid Arizona ballot or if it is not.
Do you personally believe the bamboo paper thing?
I don't know much about it, other than they think it came from wherever.
Stevens is a top election official in Arizona's Cochise County. Cochise is home to Tombstone, but it's a place where election conspiracy theories won't seem to die. In 2022, election skeptics delayed certification of the midterm elections here. Stevens' opponent in an upcoming election says he is part of the problem in Cochise.
Cochise has been in the headlines a lot the last few years because of elections, and mostly for bad reasons.
It's an uphill battle because there are people who spread disinformation about our elections. This theory that there's a problem with our paper, so it was a solution in search of a problem because we've never had a problem with our ballot paper. There are all kinds of safeguards and on top of other safeguards to make sure that the wrong ballot paper doesn't cause any problems.
Yeah. Runbeck Election Services takes these huge rolls of paper and turn them into millions of ballots that are used across the country. But not these 2 rolls of special ballot guard paper ordered by David Stevens using a state grant.
So this is a sample of the ballot guard paper. So when you shine on a black light, you get these UV fibers that now become apparent. Additionally, there's what's called an IR taggant. And it's a chemical in there that when you hold a scanner over it, it'll vibrate.
Oh, wow.
And so
a missed deadline and other bureaucratic snafus has put a halt to the so-called secure paper experiment.
So, I mean, it's essentially $200,000 gone to waste.
A little less than that, but yeah.
So this sounds like a bit of a nightmare.
Pretty much, yeah. I want it to be over.
But Adrian Fontes, Arizona's top election official, says Stevens' experiment shouldn't have started in the first place.
Well, the economic costs of the conspiracy theories in Arizona are real dollars. Now, the paper that was purchased by this one county based on these conspiracy theories that is absolutely useless, and we can't even use it. They can't use it. This is taxpayer dollars down the drain based on lies.
Stevens said he is not a conspiracy theorist, but in our conversation, he didn't refute any.
Do you accept Biden won the last election?
The election in Cochise County was fair and balanced, and Trump won Cochise County. So
but nationally?
That's the way the numbers came out. So there were a lot of issues, but maybe there was an explanation for them. I don't know. To be fair, there's a lot of people who think 2016 was rigged. Hillary Clinton still thinks she won the election. Are they election deniers?
Democrats would say, well, look, our side didn't go attack the U.S. Capitol.
I wasn't there. I didn't go. We actually had some people here that went. I think they claim it was peaceful.
But the facts are clear. January 6th was not peaceful. Hillary Clinton formally conceded to Donald Trump the morning after the election, and Arizona is stuck with tons of seemingly useless paper.